Now on YouTube, it's time for some alternative commentary action with the Commentary Hub.
There's headed by Marina, and it's 2-1 to Arsenal.
Look at that pass! Goal for Manchester City!
Takes this corner, whips it in, it's headed and it's a goal, and it's that man, Gabriel.
Liverpool have equalised. Lovely improvisational touch from Curtis Jones.
Oh, what a goal! Wow, take it out!
Now on YouTube, it's time for some...
All right, thank you very much for joining us today. It is Everton versus Nottingham Forest at Goodison Park. Well, Everton will look to end 2024 on a high against Nottingham Forest and extend their solid recent Premier League run to just one defeat in 8 outings. While manager Sean Dyche would have liked to have turned more of those draws into wins, finishing all square in 3 successive matches against Arsenal, Chelsea and Manchester City undoubtedly make it a very positive run. The Toffees will start the round just 3 points clear of the relegation zone, so we'll be eager to extend the gap here. Forest's impressive form this season will be of concern for the hosts, but Everton do have a pretty dominant head-to-head record with just the 1 defeat at home in the last 10 meetings. Forest are also just one of 3 teams Everton did the double against in the Premier League last season. Both those victories accompanied by a clean sheet. Repeating the feat looks a tall order based on how impressive Nottingham Forest have been in the first half of this campaign. The Tricky Trees made it 4 successive top-flight wins for the first time since May 1995 by beating Spurs 1-0 on Boxing Day. And that victory remarkably cemented their position inside the top 4. A big reason for Forest's success this season has been their ability to strike first and forge a lead, with Anthony Elanga's winning goal against Spurs the 14th occasion this season they have opened the scoring in a league contest. That's a league high, while the last 3 occasions they have scored first on the road all came with victories that saw them score 2+ goals. Well, the teams are in the tunnel right now, and Nottingham Forest have already had some bad news from the warm-up, and that is that Ramon Sosa now has to step in because Murillo picked up an injury in warm-up. So I will run through the starting lineup for you in just a moment. Everton are forced into a couple of changes. Ashley Young steps in for Seamus Coleman, and Armando Broja steps in for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So Everton line up as follows, with Jordan Pickford in goal, Vitaly Mykolenko, Jared Branthwaite, James Tarkowski, the captain, and Ashley Young. The midfielders are Abdoulaye Doucouré, Idrissa Gueye, Aurel Mangala, with Iliman Ndiaye, Armando Broja and Jack Harrison as the front line. As mentioned just a few moments ago, Nottingham Forest forced into an early change here. Ramon Sosa stepping in for Murillo, which means that 3-4-2-1 that Nuno Espirito Santo has already now had to adjust. So this is a lineup for Nottingham Forest. Matt Sells in goal, Morata, Ramon Sosa stepping in for Murillo. Of course, he won't be in a defensive position. Nikola Milenkovic, Nico Williams, Elliot Anderson, Nicholas Dominguez, Ola Aina. Morgan Gibbs-White holds the captaincy today for the suspended Ryan Yates, with Anthony Elanga and Chris Wood up front. No place in the squad at all for Callum Hudson-Odoi. And the substitutes are as follows. For Everton, João Virginia, Nathan Patterson, Michael Keane, Jake O'Brien, Jesper Lidstrom, Harrison Armstrong, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Beto and Youssef Chermiti. For Nottingham Forest, Carlos Miguel, Harry Toffolo, Willy Bolly, Zach Abbott, James Ward-Prowse. Lots of attacking options for Nuno Espirito Santo. Taiwo Awoniyi, Eric Da Silva Moreira and Jota Silva is the final substitute, with Ramon Sosa, who was supposed to be on the bench, is starting now. Excuse me. The referee today is Tony Harrington from Cleveland. and his assistants are Matt Wilkes, Eddie Smart. Fourth official is Jeff Eltringham. Excuse me. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. And in VAR is John Brooks and Dan Cook. And the record between these two sides, well, they've met each other 132 times. Everton have won 57, drawn 28 and lost 47. Given the fact as well that Everton have only 2 wins in their last 12 home games, but they have only conceded 1 goal in the last 4. Forest on a very good run right now with 8 wins in their last 11 games. Well, different reasons, of course. Forest only 3 points ahead of the relegation zone at this time. And we've got media, radio, jingles, and gaming in here today. Good afternoon. I hope you're well today. Good afternoon, Paul, and all the team. And of course, there was a Premier League fixture on Boxing Day to give these teams a rest. No matches yesterday, so quite a few Premier League teams today going on. It's a full liturgy today and a few tomorrow. Manchester City have an early lead away at Leicester, but there is also a Football League, a full calendar of Football League games going on as well. As Everton are just at the moment having a minute's round of applause to remember the Everton fans that were lost this year. Each team does this. Everton is doing theirs today to memorialise the fans that have passed this year. Peter Reid in the crowd, looking very well. As the applause continues, Everton, well, doing very, very well right now. Only conceded 1 goal in the last 4 games. It's since their 4-0 defeat to Manchester United, only conceding the 1 goal. It is very, very impressive play. Sean Dyche trying to keep Everton above water right now. There's so many teams around them that it has to be said are not of the same quality. I don't think Everton are in any danger of going down this year. I think given Ipswich, Leicester, Southampton, perhaps even Wolves have not been fantastic this season. As the players now gather at the centre circle. And we're just waiting for the game to get underway. Everton is going to get the game underway in their home shirts and blue shirts, white shorts and white socks, attacking the goal to our left. Nottingham Forest in their red shirts, red shorts and red socks. And we'll see how they line up as we get this game underway. And it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, Jordan Pickford, who launches the ball downfield, flicked on there by Broja, and it goes all the way through to the goalkeeper. And it's Matt Sells gets an early touch of the ball and drops it back here with Nikola Milenkovic, who's been so impressive this season as Nottingham Forest attacking the Gladys Street end at Goodison Park, which will wave goodbye at the end of this season. It is the last meeting between these two teams at this famous old ground. And there's a free kick there for a foul on Jack Harrison. And Everton getting an early free kick here. Murato just catching Jack Harrison there. Not a lot in it, to be honest, but it was enough to take Harrison down. And the free kick is just outside the centre circle, just inside Nottingham Forest half. Ashley Young, the evergreen Ashley Young, is going to take this one. They've got options forward, including Broja, Idrissa Gueye, all up there, looking to get on the end of this this free kick. And the ball is played short this time by Ashley Young, and it's swung into the middle and headed out that time by Ramon Sosa, headed back in there by Oriol Mangala, former Nottingham Forest player, of course. And it's picked up now by Anthony Elanga as he scatters over the halfway line, but he just loses control of the ball and he knocks it out of play, and it's going to be a throw in to Everton. Anthony Elanga scored the goal against Spurs on the 26th on Boxing Day. And here is the number 10 for Everton. Just dropping the ball back there and that is Illiman and Dye. As Everton at the moment, they've started very positively early on, very aggressive out of the pen right away. As that's knocked on by Idrissa Gueye and headed out of play. I think that must have, yes, that just came off Ramon Sosa. So Ashley Young is going to get the opportunity now with the throw-in from just inside his own half. Sean Dyche looking on. Got to be impressed with the way Everton have played in the last few weeks, and it's just been so impressive defensively. He's got a lot of criticism perhaps for his football style. Well, that's something he's entirely used to. He did when he was at Burnley, so this is not something that Sean Dyche is a stranger to. Throw in again to Everton, this time midway inside the Nottingham Forest half of the field. It's taken quickly. Idrissa Gueye has the ball now. He launches the ball forward looking for Jack Harrison. That's just headed on there by Morgan Gibbs-White, and Nico Williams tries to play the ball forward, only just to inside the Everton half of the field, and Jared Branthwaite runs it back to the goalkeeper. Jordan Pickford clears it downfield looking for Jack Harrison, but Jack Harrison slipped and the ball goes out of play. So Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 0. As I mentioned earlier, there has been a goal at the King Power Stadium. Savinio has given Manchester City the lead. And just as we speak, at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, Hwang Hee-chan has scored his second in as many games, giving Wolves the lead at Tottenham Hotspur. So it's a throw into Nottingham Forest, taken by Nico Williams. Dropped down to Morgan Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White just drops the ball back to Sosa in midfield. Now drops the ball back to Milenkovic. Here's Ola Aina just inside his own half. Plays the ball forward. Quick 1-2 with Anthony Elanga, but Anthony Elanga just plays that ball too short. Abdoulaye Doucouré nips in, but he loses the ball. And the ball is played forward by Gibbs-White there, looking for Anthony Elanga. It was just headed out, in fact, by Milenkovic, but it came back to Anthony Elanga, but his cross was easily picked out by Jordan Pickford. And Everton breaking forward now. Jack Harrison drops the ball back into his own half to Ashley Young there. And it goes all the way back to Branthwaite into the middle of the field to Gueye. Idrissa Gueye under pressure there by Elliot Anderson, but he maintains possession and drops the ball to Mikalenko. Mikalenko onto the halfway line there to Ndiaye. Ndiaye drops the ball back there to the number 8 there, Oro Mangala, the former Nottingham Forest player. Here is Ndiaye. Ndiaye gives the ball there to Abdoulaye Doucouré. Ndiaye picks the ball up again. He's got a bit of space in front of him as Ndiaye. Ndiaye gets a shot away, but it's over the crossbar. And a goal kick to Nottingham Forest. Currently scores around the league as well. Watford 0, Cardiff 1, Fleetwood 1, Harrogate 0, Cheltenham 1, Notts County 0, and Swansea 0, Luton 1 is the latest coming out of the Football League. So the teams in front of you, just to remind you, if you're just joining us, Murillo was a late scratch from the team for an injury during warm-ups. Ramon Sosa has stepped in for him. As here's Dominguez. Drops the ball to Williams. And he just drops the ball back there. And it's out of play by Ramon Sosa. And it's a throw-in to Everton. Midway inside the Nottingham Forest half of the field. And actually the throw-in is for Nottingham Forest, I apologise. It's taken quickly by Nico Williams. And here's Gueye. Just drops the ball back to Mangala. Quick 1-2 there with Branthwaite. Plays the ball forward here, looking for Broja. Broja has got Morata alongside him, and he just puts that ball out of play. It looks like it might have come off Broja, and in fact it has, and it's a goal kick for Nottingham Forest. Good defending by Morata that time. It's now Fleetwood 1, Harrogate 1, incidentally. As we'll try to keep you up to date with the scores around the Premier League and Football League as we go through today's show. Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 0, 6 minutes gone. Early on, Everton have looked the more team that is a little bit more adventurous at the moment. This I'm quite surprised to see, but this is what we're seeing right now. They started very strongly. Here's Morgan Gibbs-White. Gives the ball there to Ramon Sosa. Sosa, he almost lost possession, but Elliot Anderson helps him out and gets the ball back to Nico Williams. Elliot Anderson goes down. The referee allows the game to go on. He plays the ball to Morgan Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White plays the ball forward to Sosa, but out there to collect the ball. Read that very, very well was Jordan Pickford, England's #1 goalkeeper. Came out well, read the run by Sosa. And, excuse me, I'm trying to clear my throat. It's really bad today. So there's a foul there by James Tarkowski on Morgan Gibbs-White. And that looked a pretty bad one. And we're going to have a free kick here. And the first yellow card of the game is shown. On 8 minutes, James Tarkowski. Excuse me. James Tarkowski picks up the yellow card. And he goes back into his position. That's not one he would have wanted to have picked up so early on in the game. But Tarkowski goes into Tony Harrington's notebook. And Nottingham Forest have the free kick. It's about 40 yards out. Anthony Elanga is standing over it. It's just left of centre. And Chris Wood already looking for options. It's a high line by Everton, just outside the D of the 18-yard box. Anthony Elanga swings it in. Chris Wood going for it, but it just escapes everybody and goes through to Jordan Pickford. Pickford releases the ball to Vitaly Mykolenko, who's storming over the halfway line now. And it's picked up here by Ndiaye. Ndiaye just trying to get away there from Nicolas Dominguez, but great work by the Argentinian, who plays the ball back to Milenkovic, who clears the ball outfield. And here is Mykolenko again. Drops the ball back to Gay. Down the left-hand side. Gay again. He's just had the ball taken off his feet there by Oro Mangala. And Forest are on the break now with Morgan Gibbs-White. Morgan Gibbs-White has got Anthony Elanga overlapping. Elanga, corner of the penalty area, right-hand side. Gives the ball back to Morgan Gibbs-White. Back to Nicolas Dominguez. Ola Aina. And here's Dominguez again. Just holds the ball up well, does Ola Aina, and drops the ball back there to Elliot Anderson. As Forest now just keeping the ball for a moment. Playing the ball to Morgan Gibbs-White. Just passing the ball around, more like a training session. Here's Morgan Gibbs-White. He drops the ball to Aina. Aina just dummies the pass there and fools Mykolenko, but eventually does play the ball to Anthony Elanga. Anthony Elanga, corner of the penalty area. Forest looking for options to break open the Everton defence. But so far, the defence of Everton has been very, very rigid. But the ball has been given away by Anthony Elanga. And it's picked up by Abdoulaye Doucouré. And now perhaps Everton can catch Forest on the break. Here's Jack Harrison over the halfway line. Oh, he's been dispossessed by Elliot Anderson, and it's coming the other way now. Elliot Anderson, he's got Ramon Sosa overlapping. He doesn't find him. He steady finds Chris Wood with the shot. Oh, it was a 30-yard effort from Chris Wood, but it just goes wide. As we have an update as well from a couple of the other games. It is Tottenham have equalised with Rodrigo Bentancur on 12 minutes. Southampton have surprisingly taken the lead at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace as well. The ball is played forward here, and it's picked up by Nikola Milenkovic, who launches the ball back into the Everton half of the field, but that just goes straight through to the goalkeeper, who releases it to Jared Branthwaite. Branthwaite gives the ball now down to Mykolenko. Mykolenko forward to Ndiaye. Ndiaye beats two and maintains possession. This is good work by Iliman Ndiaye. And he gives the ball now to Doucouré. Doucouré across to Mangala. Mangala down the right-hand side. And picking up this ball and swinging it in is Doucouré again. It was headed out that time by Milenkovic. James Tarkowski joins the attack. Tarkowski, edge of the area, tries to play the ball through to Armando Broja, but there was just too much heat on that ball, and it goes behind. Other scores, Tranmere Rovers 0, Barrow 1, Oxford 1, Plymouth 0, Huddersfield 0, Burton 1, and Exeter 0, Crawley 1. Russ says, good afternoon, everyone listening whilst with the family. Hope everything is well. Hope you're doing well, Russ. Hope you're enjoying the festive period as Bristol City have opened the score against Portsmouth at Ashton Gate. It's now back with Matt Sells, who launches the ball downfield for Nottingham Forest. Headed on there, finds Orel Mangala. Picked up by Milenkovic. Milenkovic just inside the centre circle, plays the ball across there to Elliot Anderson. Ball was played forward to Morgan Gibbs-White. He tried to get away from Idrissa Gueye, but he was stopped in his tracks. But Idrissa Gueye gives the ball away to Elliot Anderson. That's a great ball by Anderson, who finds Anthony Elanga. Elanga swings the ball in, looking for Chris Wood. He got the header in there, but he diverts it wide. 10 goals for Chris Wood this season. And you have to say, that was an opportunity for the big New Zealander there against his former manager, but he diverts it wide. Well, it's a goal kick for Everton now from that chance from Chris Wood, who's played short, and the ball is long now, looking for Ndiaye, but nipping in and winning that header was Nicola Dominguez. But he only manages to find Branthwaite, who goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. We've had 13 minutes gone at Goodison Park. It is Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 0. And here's Mikalenko now for Everton, midway inside his own half. Plays the ball forward there, looking for Ndiaye, but nipping in and winning the challenge. That time was Mangala. And it goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw into Nottingham Forest. Half time at the King Power Stadium. It's Leicester 0, Manchester City 1. And it's Ola Aina with the throw in. As it's long there. And it just goes harmlessly through to Tarkowski, who hooks the ball away. And headed on by Ola Aina to Morgan Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White is surrounded here now by 2 Everton players. And in fact, Ndiaye is one of them and wins that ball back. Gives the ball to Orel Mangala, and it's back to Ndiaye now. And it's 3 on 4 if Everton can hurry. Ndiaye, that's a good challenge that time. Vital challenge by Morata as Forest now can come away with the ball, and that put a stop right there on the Everton break. Here's Elliot Anderson now for Nottingham Forest. Plays the ball into the centre circle to Morgan Gibbs-White, who drops the ball back to Morata. Morata gives the ball to Nico Williams. Back to Morata. Looks like Everton are still maintaining a 3 at the back type system. Forest is still maintaining a 3 at the back type system. Long ball by Morgan Gibbs-White. Headed on by Elliot Anderson. And here's a chance. And Nottingham Forest have scored. And it's Chris Wood. Well, that was just head tennis there. The ball was played forward and Elliot Anderson just flipped the ball on, and Chris Wood just lifted it over Jordan Pickford to give Nottingham Forest a 1-goal lead on 16 minutes. And it's Chris Wood's 11th goal of the season, as he has scored over 41% of Nottingham Forest goals this season. The ball was lifted up there by Ramon Sosa. It was headed on by Chris Wood to Elanga, who headed the ball back to Chris Wood. And it was just lifted over the goalkeeper quite brilliantly. I have to say it was a superb finish by Chris Wood. Just lifted the ball over Jordan Pickford and into the net. And the Gladys Street end, silent. Forest enjoying the Christmas period so far. 16 minutes gone, and Forest with the lead. Reading have also taken the lead at Mansfield at the Medeski Stadium, and Nottingham Forest get themselves an early goal here at Goodison Park to silence this crowd. Everton just 3 points away from the relegation zone. I don't see them going down, as I said earlier, but this is not a position that Everton fans will be comfortable with. The throw-in is going to be taken by Ashley Young here for Everton, and it just escapes from Jack Harrison and headed on there by Nicolas Dominguez. Jack Harrison heads the ball to Armando Broja. We've got head tennis going on right now. Harrison just wins the ball back, trying to skip away from Elliot Anderson, but he only manages to find Morgan Gibbs-White. Breaking forward now on Nottingham Forest, but it just hits the back of Anthony Elanga, and Everton win the ball back. James Tarkowski now plays the ball back to the goalkeeper, and it is Jordan Pickford, already beaten, and he gives the ball to Doucouré. Doucouré releases the ball to Jared Branthwaite, and back to Jordan Pickford, and Nottingham Forest will be very comfortable with the 1-goal lead. The ball is played forward long, looking for Armando Broja, dealt with well there by Morata. It comes back into the Everton half of the field. Jared Branthwaite inside the centre circle, plays the ball there to Ndiaye, who drops it back to Mykolenko. Here's Branthwaite, plays the ball forward, quick stop and go with Armando Broja. Here's Doucouré, gives the ball to Ndiaye, back to Doucouré again. Ndiaye just plays the ball across to Armando Broja. Broja's got Jack Harrison over on the right-hand side. He plays the ball short to Young. Here's Harrison. Harrison plays the ball forward, looking for Armando Broja, and that's good play by Elliot Anderson, who puts it behind for a corner to Everton, as they look for an equaliser here at Goodison Park to Chris Wood's early goal. Well, Everton at this time, they have got 6 or 7 players out injured at the moment, including their leading scorer, Dwight McNeil. So Everton just looking for goal-scoring options from elsewhere. They do have Dominic Calvert-Lewin on the bench, but the corner is going to be taken by Iliman Ndiaye over on the right-hand side. About 19 minutes gone here. And it's Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 1. Ndiaye about to take this corner. He's going to outswing this one. Let's see, plays it short in fact to Harrison. Drop back to Ndiaye, but that was read so well by Nico Williams. And he plays the ball off Jack Harrison and puts the ball out of play. So it's going to be a throw-in to Nottingham Forest, level with their own penalty area. But that is really well read by Nico Williams that time. Sean Dyche is now going to have to get his players forward to try to get back into this game. Some other score updates, as soon as they come through, we'll be giving you those. But at the moment, it is Jordan Pickford launching the ball downfield. And the header is won by Nico Williams that time, but it falls to the feet of Ashley Young. But Ashley Young is fighting to try to get the ball back. He goes down under the challenge. Play goes on. The ball is lifted forward by Ramon Sosa. And it's won back by Everton though. And here's Ndiaye again. The impressive number 10 for Everton so far today has played very well. Gives the ball to Mykolenko. And Mykolenko's ball is really poor. It only finds Ola Aina. Now Ola Aina puts it behind for a corner, which is equally frustrating from his point of view, because the ball was gifted to him on a platter there by Mykolenko. Orel Mangala made the run on the other side. So he might have been just as well leaving that, but he turns it behind for a corner. And it's a second Everton corner, this time from the left-hand side. Coming up for this corner is Jared Brathwaite and James Tarkowski. James Tarkowski, former Burnley player. And Jack Harrison and Abdoulaye Doucouré are all in there looking for options. Chris Wood seems to have Doucouré. The cross comes in towards the back post. Header is on, but it's just over the crossbar from Jared Branthwaite. He got up well there, did the England international, but the header, he just got underneath it and it went over the crossbar. You can see here, just not able to get his head over that and divert it to the goal. As we're going to see a goal kick now for Nottingham Forest with 22 minutes gone. Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 1. Chris Wood on 16 minutes is the scorer. His goal is the difference between the two sides as Matt Sells launches the ball downfield. As it stands then, Nottingham Forest are in second position in the league right now. Only 5 points behind Liverpool, mind you. The ball is played forward and it's won comfortably by Morata. He just heads the ball down to Williams. Back to Morata, and Jack Harrison gets in well there, gets a good foot in there, but it goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for Nottingham Forest, right by their own corner flag. As it's taken by Nico Williams. He goes long. It's flicked on by Ramon Sosa. Jared Branthwaite, though, wins the ball and just launches the ball towards towards the Nottingham Forest penalty area, but it's cleared away again by Milenkovic, and the ball is launched back in again, and this time Ola Aina deals with it, only as far as Idrissa Gueye, however. He gives the ball to Ndiaye. Ndiaye lifts the ball into the penalty area, and Jack Harrison couldn't get there. It goes behind for a goal kick. Well, there is Steve Stone, former Nottingham Forest player, joined Sean Dyche at coaching staff at Goodison Park. Quite a legend at Nottingham Forest as well, I might add. Anyway, it's a goal kick to Nottingham Forest, and Matt Sells, right-footed, downfield, just over the halfway line, and flicked on there by Chris Wood. Going down under pressure there is Ramon Sosa, and he's actually won the free kick there. Tony Harrington awarding the free kick. And just in case we need them, and Stockley Park, John Brooks and Dan Cook are in there in VAR today if we do need those. Hopefully we don't. Here's Anthony Elanga now with a free kick. It's going to be midway inside the Everton half of the field, as once again Everton are going to form a very high line, but Chris Wood is there also. He's already got one goal today. It's swung into the middle, and its header is won by Milenkovic and headed out by Branthwaite, and it goes as far now as Ndiaye. Ndiaye releases the ball, and it's breaking away there down the left hand side for Everton is Armando Broja, but he was challenged there and by Ola Aina, and the ball goes out of play for a throw-in to Everton. And here is Orel Mangala now. He drops the ball to Mykolenko, just over the halfway line. Mykolenko gives the ball there to the number 8, Orel Mangala. Mangala drops the ball back to Branthwaite. Branthwaite across to James Tarkowski. Tarkowski goes long, looking there for Broja. Broja just not able to bring the ball under any level of control, and it rolls off him and through to the goalkeeper, Matt Sells, who has been very, very impressive in the last few games for Nottingham Forest. Sure, as he continues to play like that, you can expect him to be knocking on the door for the Belgian national team. Update from the game between Cheltenham and Notts County. It's 1-1 there now. Notts County have equalised. It's a free kick to Nottingham Forest. The ball is launched forward by Ramon Sosa, but Ashley Young is there just to head that ball back to Jordan Pickford, as Everton now will start again with Branthwaite. Branthwaite plays the ball to Abdoulaye Doucouré. Doucouré down this left-hand side to Vitaly Mykolenko. Mykolenko drops the ball back into his own half of the field to Branthwaite again. Across to his central defensive partner, Tarkowski. Tarkowski launches the ball long, looking for Abdoulaye Doucouré. Ola Aina comes back to deal with this. And he clears the ball forward, does Ola Aina, and it's won comfortably on the halfway line by Branthwaite, who just chests it down for Idrissa Gueye. Gueye now plays the ball to Orel Mangala. Mangala, good ball over on the far side there to Ashley Young. Delivers it to Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison is about 35 yards out. Swings the ball towards the back post. Headed out there. That's a good piece of defensive work there by Anthony Elanga back there. But Everton still have the ball with Mykolenko. It's swung into the middle, and the header is diverted wide by Armando Broja, and it is a goal kick. Grimsby have opened the scoring against Port Vale in that League Two game, and Crystal Palace have just equalised against Southampton. We'll get you their goal scorer. That's Trevor Chalobah is the goal scorer for Crystal Palace as they level things up against the Saints at Selhurst Park. We just have the one goal here. Chris Wood's goal on 16 minutes as the ball is launched downfield. Flicked on there by Wood, but only manages to find Tarkowski, and he launches the ball forward looking for Broja, but that'll be comfortably dealt with by Morata. Good play by him as Nico Williams picks up the ball and plays it forward looking for Chris Wood. Chris Wood over by the corner flag, being monitored closely by Branthwaite. Branthwaite wins that battle comfortably. And the official's flag has actually gone up on the far side anyway. So it's going to be a throw-in, in fact, to Everton, as the referee is just going to allow the game to go on. 28 minutes gone. Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 1. At half-time, I'll give you the goal updates from all the scores in the Premier League, and then we'll take a 15-minute break, and we'll be back for the start of the second half, as Morata just knocks the ball out of play here. Crystal Palace's goal was randomly checked by VAR, incidentally, we're being told, but the goal has stood. Bristol City are 2-0 up at Ashton Gate against Portsmouth. So Bristol City well in control there in that championship game. Going down is Idrissa Gueye under the challenge of Morgan Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White doesn't agree, but it's a free kick for Everton. About 10 yards inside the Nottingham Forest half of the field. I actually didn't see a lot wrong with that myself either. Just looking at that on the replay on my monitor, I really didn't see a whole lot wrong with that. But Ashley Young is going to take this free kick. And Nottingham Forest will just prepare their defences as James Tarkowski, Aurel Mangara, Armando Broja, and Abdoulaye Doucouré are all up there. Gets launched into the box, and that's Ola Aina tries to defend it, not convincingly. It was eventually cleared away by Milenkovic, and just picking up the ball here is Aurel Mangala cutting back, and he tries to swing the ball across there. There's Aurel Mangala. It's a super ball to Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison now corner of the penalty area, right hand side, but a good piece of defensive work by Nico Williams. And he goes down, and Nico Williams has won a free kick there. And I'm going to have to look at that again because I'm not convinced of that one either, to be honest. But it is going to be a free kick to Nottingham Forest, as Nuno Espirito Santo looking on. He's got to be satisfied with the first half performance from the Reds. They really have performed very, very well in this first half. As the game has gone on, they have looked a lot more in control. Nicolas Dominguez just drops the ball back there to Milenkovic, whose that clearance was a strange one, and it was headed out of play by Dominguez, and Everton have a throw-in now level with the Nottingham Forest penalty area, and it's dropped back there to Idrissa Gueye, and now here is Jared Branthwaite. Branthwaite just holds the ball up now, and he gives the ball across to Mangala. Mangala now as Everton press back to the centre circle, and here's Tarkowski. Tarkowski plays the ball over the halfway line. Leyton Orient have opened the scoring against Cambridge United. It's 1-0 there. And here is Broja. Gives the ball to Mykolenko. Mykolenko to Broja with a header, and it just goes over the crossbar. A free header there by Armando Broja, but the Albanian was not able to keep it down. If we take a look again, Mykolenko's cross was a decent one there. But Broja, free header, but it was quite some distance out. It would have needed to have been quite special to have beaten Matt Sells from there. Bristol City have added a third goal at home to Portsmouth, as the goal kick will be taken by Matt Sells. It's header won comfortably though by Gay. It was headed out though by Milenkovic and picked up in the midfield by Dominguez. He drops the ball to Morata. Morata gives the ball to Nico Williams, launches the ball long. Ramon Sosa surely offside, and indeed he is. Tranmere 1, Barrow 1 via a penalty, apparently, as goal there for Tranmere to equalise. Exeter 1, Crawley 1 as well, as a free kick for the offside will be taken by Jordan Pickford. He's going to launch the ball downfield. He plays it short, in fact. And that goes back to Pickford. It was a short pass back. Chris Wood nearly nipped in there. And Pickford's sharp and on the ball. Jared Bramthwaite unchallenged over the halfway line to Abdoulaye Doucouré, who gives the ball to Ndiaye. Ndiaye has got Ola Aina in front of him. Ndiaye getting towards the byline. Oh, good play by Ola Aina. And he's trying to get away from Ndiaye, but he runs the ball out of play. Does he? Yes, it's a throw-in to Everton. As it is 1-0 to Nottingham Forest at Goodison Park here. For the final match between Everton and Nottingham Forest at this famous old stadium. Here's Mikolenko. And it's a free kick to Nottingham Forest for the foul on Nicola Dominguez. One thing I'm going to regret in my life is never having the opportunity to visit Goodison Park. It really is a smashing old stadium with a wonderful piece of history. And it's a shame that it's going to go, but progress and growth as it is. Bradford 0, Chesterfield 1, Exeter 1, Crawley 2. It's the latest there. There's a free kick to Nottingham Forest. It's going to be taken by their goalkeeper, Matt Sells. He slips there, but he gets the ball long. Looking forward to Chris Wood. Chris Wood heads the ball down to Alanga. Down the right-hand side, he plays the ball to Morgan Gibbs-White, who's dispossessed. Mikolenko backheels it to Idrissa Gay, and he plays it there to Jared Bramthwaite. Bramthwaite launches the ball forward, but only goes as far as Morata. Bolton have taken the lead against Lincoln at home. And it's now with Morata. Oh, his ball is a poor one, and it finds Idrissa Gay. And Everton now have possession of the ball just inside their own half of the field. And James Tarkowski plays the ball across to Jared Bramthwaite. Bramthwaite just drops the ball there off off Abdoulaye Doucouré. Here is Ndiaye. Ndiaye plays the ball to Olaf Mangala. Ndiaye, good ball out to the right-hand side. Cutting inside, the cross coming in, and it's just headed out there by Morgan Gibbs-White there. Just heads the ball on over the halfway line, and Forrester away here, possibly with the number 24, Sosa. But Ruben Branthwaite just gets in the way there. Two updates in the Championship: Swansea 1, Swansea 1, Luton 1, and Watford 1, Cardiff 1. And it's a throw into Nottingham Forest. Level with the penalty area for... level with the Everton penalty area. It's going to be taken by Nico Williams. Thrown in. Headed up in the air by James Tarkowski. Ashley Young trying to get the ball away. Finally, he forces the ball outside the penalty area. And it's picked up there. And in fact, it's going to be a free kick to Everton. We've got 10 minutes to go till half time in this one. It's Morata challenging there with Armando Broja. Broja alleged to have been fouled. And it's a free kick here. It's Oriol Mangala. Cheltenham 1, Notts County 2 is another update. James Tarkowski, long ball over there to Mikolenko. Mikolenko swings across in. Oh, a vital header there by Morata, because steaming in behind him was Abdoulaye Doucouré, but Morata just gets ahead of Doucouré, and Forest maintain their 1-goal lead. Here's Jared Branthwaite. Branthwaite approaching the penalty area now, cuts inside. He just holds the ball up well, does Branthwaite, but under pressure by Nikola Milenkovic. He goes down, no free kick, says the referee, and Milenkovic clears the ball forward. Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 1. It looks like the referee has stopped play for something. Let's just take a look at this again. Branthwaite cutting inside. Well, Milenkovic was holding his shirt really there, wasn't he? You can see it here quite clearly. In fact, he's almost taken the shirt off his back. As Everton are appealing that. Nothing given, says the referee. Cleared away, but only as far as Branthwaite again. Branthwaite, though, is dispossessed by Morgan Gibbs-White. The ball breaks loose there to Elliot Anderson. He tried to play the ball over the halfway line. Update from the Premier League. Fulham 1, Bournemouth 0 is a latest score there from Craven Cottage. Raul Jimenez is the goal scorer there. As Ola Aina now with a throw-in for Nottingham Forest. And cleared away by James Tarkowski and headed on by Abdoulaye Doucouré, but only as far as Nicola Dominguez. Dominguez drops the ball back there to Anthony Elanga, and he tries to find Elliot Anderson. Anderson slips and runs the ball out of play. It's going to be a throw-in to Everton, midway inside their own half of the field. Watford 1, Cardiff 2 from the Championship. So Mikolenko just drops the ball back. Exeter 1, Crawley 3, League 1, and the ball is cleared downfield by Jordan Pickford. He manages to find Ashley Young, in fact, who gives the ball back to James Tarkowski, and Tarkowski runs the ball back to the goalkeeper, Pickford, who plays the ball to Ashley Young again. Ashley Young under pressure there by Ramon Sosa, and it comes off the Paraguayan and goes out of play for a throw-in to Everton, as the Everton fans a little bit quiet at the moment, not very happy with their team's performance in this first half. It's not really been great stuff by Everton. They started off well enough, but they seem to have perhaps gone by the wayside following Chris Wood's goal, as Morata just heads that ball out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in to Everton just inside the Forest half of the field. Ashley Young plays the ball forward, looking for Harrison. It was headed away there by Nico Williams, but only as far as Abdoulaye Doucouré. Tries to play the ball into the box, but it's won back by Nikola Milenkovic. And here's Aurel Mangala, though, as Everton maintain possession. Really good challenge that time. And Forest can break away now. But that was a super challenge there by Milenkovic, and Forest can now break forward, but that's a crunching challenge on Elliot Anderson by Ashley Young, and he has to be careful, of course. You can see here he's lucky not to get a yellow card on that. He just stepped in, made no attempt to win the ball whatsoever. It's very fortunate to get away without getting a yellow card there, and the very last thing Everton could do with if two of the back four on yellow cards when we're still in the first half. Here's Ashley Young, plays the ball forward, looking for Doucouré, but the ball goes out of play off a Nottingham Forest player, Nico Williams, and it's going to be a throw-in to Everton. Ball thrown forward, and here's Abdoulaye Doucouré. Doucouré's got time and space, and here's an opportunity for Mikolenko. Crosses the ball in to the back post, but it was too far away from Armando Broja, and that's a poor ball at the end by Mikolenko. As we have 4 minutes to go until half-time, it's Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 1. I want to thank you very much for joining us today for this game. And we got another couple for you in the next sort of 2 to 3 days. Tomorrow we have Manchester United versus Newcastle United. I'll be bringing you that one. I'll also be bringing you the match on New Year's Day between Brentford and Arsenal. But for now, we're focusing on this game at Goodison Park. Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 1. It's picked up there by number 10, Morgan Gibbs-White. Morgan Gibbs-White, edge of the area. Good ball to Chris Wood. Chris Wood tries to pull the ball back, but he doesn't get enough on it, and it's cleared away by Jared Branthwaite. Just put his foot through that. Only finds Orel Mangala mind. And Mangala now just drops the ball back to Gibbs-White. Exeter 1, Crawley 4 now at St James's Park down in Devon. As that ball is long and it's straight through to Jordan Pickford as he releases it quickly. And here's Orel Mangala now for Everton. And let's see what Everton can create now. They give the ball to Jack Harrison. Harrison, corner of the penalty area. Just plays the ball through there to Abdoulaye Doucouré. Doucouré inside the penalty area. Good challenge there by Nico Williams. Nico Williams cutting back to almost the touchline there and launches the ball out of play. And it's going to be a throw-in, which Ashley Young will take as we approach half-time. At half-time, I'll be giving you the Premier League scores, and then we've got a half-time break after that as Armando Broja just fouls Nico Williams, and it's going to be a free kick to Nottingham Forest. I want to take the time to thank you all for listening in so far today. We hope you're enjoying it. Definitely appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedules to listen to us here at the Commentary Hub. And the free kick is going to be taken here by Nico Williams. In fact, Nico Williams moves away from it, and it's going to be taken, in fact, by Matt Sells as Matt Sells launches the ball downfield. The flick on there by Morgan Gibbs-White, chasing that one is Ramon Sosa, but it's cleared away by Ashley Young. Ball played forward, looking for Abdoulaye Doucouré. Doucouré under pressure there by Nicolas Dominguez, and cleared away in the end. The ball is up in the air right now, and it's Idrissa Gueye just trying to win the ball back. He allows that ball to go out of play for a throw into Everton. Takes it quickly. And Morata now just trying to clear that ball away as Everton pressing Nottingham Forest at the moment, trying to get themselves back into this game. They haven't really created much in terms of chances in this game, Everton. Here's Jack Harrison. Let's see if he can change that. He gives the ball to Broja. Edge of the area. Broja with a shot, and it just whistles wide. And Everton just wide of the target that time. And once again, it's really only a half chance, but Broja just does very, very well to skip away from two Nottingham Forest players. But the shot in the end was not on target, and it goes wide. Be interesting to see how much stoppage time will be at the end of this first half. From what I can see, I can't see there being much. But we'll see as Matt Sells with the goal kick. It's Reading 1, Mansfield 1. Mansfield equalising at the Medeski Stadium in League One. Here's an opportunity now as Chris Wood comes forward. He goes down under the challenge. The referee says play on. Nothing given. Oh, he has stopped play now. Tottenham have taken the lead against Wolves. Brennan Johnson, former Nottingham Forest player, mind you, he scores in injury time at the end of the first half. Chris Wood is down. Now, I don't know if the referee here has just given the free kick late. And it was a free kick, but of course it was. It was an extremely late challenge by James Tarkowski, who has already been booked. He has to be very, very careful because a challenge like that could have got him the yellow card. And we're just going to now wait and see what the referee is doing here. We've got 2 minutes stoppage time. The referee has stopped play. It wasn't a head injury, so I'm not sure why the referee has stopped play. Chris Wood is now on his feet. To my knowledge, he hadn't given the free kick, and indeed he hadn't. He just hands the ball back to Jordan Pickford as Branthwaite plays the ball forward, looking for Broja. Broja headed down well to Ndiaye. He was looking for Abdoulaye Doucouré. Doucouré was unable to control it, and Nico Williams launches the ball forward, looking for Ramon Sosa, but James Tarkowski deals with that one as it's cleared downfield by Matt Sells. The header on by Milenkovic, flicked on by Alanga to Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White, super through ball to Ramon Sosa. Oh, he pulls the shot wide. What an opportunity for Sosa to double Nottingham Forest lead. but he puts the ball wide. Let's look at this again. Morgan Gibbs-White just flicks that ball on, and he struck it first time, and he just puts the ball wide. But that's really only the second chance that Nottingham Forest have really had in this game, and it goes wide of the goal. It's been a first half where chances have been at a premium, it has to be said. Here's Orel Mangala. Drops the ball back into his own half. We've got seconds remaining at the end of this first half. Pickford launches the ball downfield. It's headed on that time, but it's won back by Nicholas Dominguez. And if Forest hurry, they've got 5-on-4 here. Here's Morgan Gibbs-White through to Alanga, but that is good defensive work there by Vitaly Mikalenko, just shielding out Anthony Alanga there now. And here's Abdoulaye Doucouré coming forward. An Everton player is down on the far side. I think it is, yes, it's Armando Broja. The play goes on. Here's Everton coming forward now with Jack Harrison. Harrison gets across and it takes a deflection, and it's a kind deflection as far as Nottingham Forest is concerned. The ball loops into Maxell's arms, and that's it. It's the end of the first half, and Everton and Nottingham Forest end this first half with one goal separating the two teams, and it is a goal by Chris Wood on 16 minutes that is the difference between the two teams. I'm just going to run you through the half-time scores in the other game, and then we're going to take a 15-minute break. We'll be back for the second half, of course. This is the latest score on 66 minutes. Leicester City 0, Manchester City 1. Crystal Palace 1, Southampton 1. Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 1, of course. Fulham 1, Bournemouth 0, and Tottenham Hotspur 2, Wolves 1. West Ham and Liverpool is an evening kickoff. So we're going to take a break now for 15 minutes. Please join us back for the start of the second half. Welcome back to the start of the second half. The Nottingham Forest team are out right now. Everton about to make a substitution. Jack Harrison is being replaced. And coming on for Jack Harrison, let's take a look. Well, Jack Harrison's being replaced. I'm not sure who that is. Let's take a look. Oh, it's Lidstrom. It's Lidstrom. I'm sorry, I thought it said 25, but it's actually 29. Okay, right. So Jack Harrison is coming on. Jack Harrison is coming off, and Jesper Lidstrom is coming on. I'm absolutely sure the officials board over on the far side said 25. Well, none of the Everton players are wearing 25, including the substitute, so that was confusion for a moment. But anyway, Jesper Lidstrom is on, Jack Harrison is off. And the second half will get underway with Everton attacking the Gladys Street end in the second half. And we'll run through the starting lineups for you in just a moment. The only change, no change to the Forest team. So just the one substitute at half-time. It's launched downfield. The header on is by Jared Branthwaite and headed down by Ashley Young. And that's flicked on by the substitute Lidstrom into the Forest half of the field. But there is a foul on Ashley Young and it's a free kick. Just going to update you on some earlier scores. Norwich 1, Queen's Park Rangers 1. Preston 3, Sheffield Wednesday 1. Sheffield United 1, West Brom 1. Charlton 2, Wickham 1. Rotherham United 1, Stockport County 1, Bromley 1, Swindon 1, and Carlisle 2, Accrington 1. City have extended their lead on the 74th minute with Erling Haaland. Peterborough United 0, Barnsley 1, and Salford 1, Morecambe 0 is the latest there. As here now, the cross is swung in by Mikolenko over to Lidstrom on the back post, but it goes behind for a goal kick. So these are your lineups. Everton, of course, now with Pickford, Mikolenko, Branthwaite, Tarkowski, Young, Doucouré, Gay, Mangala, Andia, Broya, and Jesper Lidstrom. Forest unchanged from the announcement of Murillo picking up an injury. So they are Sells, Morata, Sosa, Milenkovic, Williams, Anderson, Dominguez, Aina, Gibbs-White, Alanga, and Wood. So Forest now clear the ball into the Everton half of the field with Morata there, but it's one back. And here comes Anthony Alanga now. Alanga goes down under the challenge and a yellow card given here to Idrissa Gueye. And that is bad news for him. But right there on 47 minutes, the challenge on Anthony Alanga was a very, very poor challenge indeed. And it's a yellow card. And it's going to be a free kick for Nottingham Forest. It's about 30 yards, 35 yards maybe from goal on the right side of the D. And it looks like this could be a wall being made up of 4 Everton players. There's 2 Forest players there as well, and there appears to be a bit of a gap there, which Morgan Gibbs-White may try and exploit. He's standing over it. It's maybe worth an effort from here, but we'll see whether Gibbs-White does that. More scores to update you about in a moment, but here is Morgan Gibbs-White with the free kick. And the referee just holding up play right now, trying to make sure that the wall remains 10 yards back. It's Morgan Gibbs-White standing over this one. He's waiting for the go from the official. As Tony Harrington just making sure that the wall remains back. It's lifted up into the penalty area there by Morgan Gibbs-White, but that's really read well by Mikolenko, who gets it out to the edge of the area. Back to Anderson, and it's back in the box, and there's a chance there, and let me tell you, Milenkovic is just appealing for a penalty for a possible handball. Now, it's now being looked at by VAR, Um, now, no, not in my view, not by any stretch. Not in my view at all. Then Branthwaite is also having his shirt pulled by Milenkovic as well. So I think that's going to come back as no penalty. And indeed it has. The game is going to get back underway. No penalty there. I'm not even sure it struck his arm, to be honest. But Milenkovic went up like it had been, and the ball is played into the penalty area, but it's picked out of the air by Jordan Pickford. Here's Sosa. Just knocks the ball straight up into the air. And it's dropped down by Lidstrom, who tries to drop the ball to Broja. Lidstrom wins the ball back. It's good work by Jesper Lidstrom. Knocked out of play by Elliot Anderson. And here is some score updates. Colchester 1, Doncaster 1. Bolton 2, Lincoln 0. Cheltenham 2, Notts County 2. Crystal Palace 2, Southampton 1, Eberici Eze, and Fulham 1, Bournemouth 1, Eva Nielsen. Bradford 2, Chesterfield 1 are your latest scores. Here's Elliot Anderson. Clears the ball into the opposition half of the field there, and Jordan Pickford is out to meet it, well out of his goal. Launches the ball downfield, looking for Lidstrom again. Lidstrom, no, under the challenge from Nico Williams. The ball goes out of play. And it's thrown now to Orel Mangala. Mangala's attempted cross is blocked. Chris Woods now, though, he tries to win the ball back, but he's dispossessed. It breaks loose there, and a shot is blocked by Idrissa Gueye. And it's cleared away downfield, but it's returned again into the Forest half of the field as Orel Mangala. Number 34 for Nottingham Forest, Ola Aina, is fouled there, and it's going to be a free kick. Peterborough 0, Barnsley 2. And it's a free kick here to be taken by Matt Sells. 6 minutes gone at the start of the second half. It's Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 1. Matt Sells launches the ball downfield. The header is won by James Tarkowski. Trying to go up in the air and reach that is Broja. Comes back to Tarkowski. Lidstrom plays the ball across there to Idrissa Gueye. And it's picked up now by Ndai. Ndai to Mangala, just playing the quick 1-2 there. The ball is now across to Mikolenko. Mikolenko's attempted cross is blocked by Aina. Aina again with the header. And just heads it down there. And cleared away by Ola Aina. Header won by Jared Branthwaite. One back there for Nottingham Forest. And coming forward now is the number 10 for Nottingham Forest, Morgan Gibbs-White. And his shot is a disappointing one over the crossbar and behind for a goal kick. But Gibbs-White, promising break for Gibbs-White there, but his finish was very poor. He had options on two overlapping, Chris Wood and Anthony Alanga as well. MK Dons 1, Crew 1. Bristol Rovers have been reduced to 10 men. Jamie Lindsay has been sent off. As here's Lidstrom again now for Everton. The ball is with Decore to Mangala. Mangala. Good ball by Mangala to Ashley Young. Ashley Young swings across in towards the back post, but up in the air there is Matt Sells to comfortably claim that one, as Nottingham Forest will now begin to try to put an attack together with a single goal in this. Oh, that's a crunching challenge by Jared Branthwaite. Oh, that is a crunching challenge, but you know what? I think it was a perfectly fair challenge, but he's got the yellow card for it. I want to take a look at that. That actually looked okay to me from a distance. Let's see. Perhaps not. It looked like he might have won the ball initially. Let's take a look at this again. No, he actually put his foot over the ball, did Branthwaite, and took down the Nottingham Forest player. Branthwaite getting a yellow card. And it's going to be a free kick. Morgan Gibbs-White back on his feet. The free kick will have to be taken again. It's taken quickly by Dominguez, looking for Ramon Sosa. Sosa heads the ball across, and James Tarkowski just clears the ball out of play. And it looks like there's an offside flag anyway. Scrappy start to the second half by both these teams. A lot of giving the ball away. Stevenage are 2-0 up against Bristol Rovers. Reading 2-1 up against Mansfield. The ball is launched downfield. This is going to be dealt with by Morata under the pressure from Armando Broja. It's picked up by Elliot Anderson, but he's dispossessed by Aurel Mangala. Mangala, good ball there to Ndai. Ndai fails to control it, and just nipping the ball back to the goalkeeper there is Nicholas Dominguez. It's cleared downfield by Matt Sells and taken by James Tarkowski, who just hands the ball back to the goalkeeper. He gives it to Jared Branthwaite. Branthwaite goes long. It's flicked on by Broja, looking for Abdoulaye Doucouré, but it's cleared away by Milenkovic. But Everton coming back again with the ball, and it's Jared Branthwaite. Branthwaite just drops the ball back here to Ndai. Back to Branthwaite. Branthwaite drops the ball there to Mikolenko. Mikolenko now is got some space in front of him, swings across to the back post, looking for Lidstrom. Good defensive header there by Nico Williams. And now coming away with the ball is Ramon Sosa. It's a good run by Sosa. He's got options left and right if he can use them. And it's laid off there by Anthony Alanga to Nico Williams. Sosa. Elliot Anderson. Anderson again. Back to Dominguez. We've got some more score updates for you in a moment. But here is Elliot Anderson. Gives the ball to Dominguez. Late challenge on Anderson. And it's going to be a free kick. And the substitute Lidstrom responsible for that foul. So latest scores. Shrewsbury 1, Northampton 0. Oxford United 2, Plymouth Argyle 0. The free kick is going to be... It's about 15 yards in from the touchline, as Nottingham Forest now just warming up some of their substitutes to see whether anything else is needed. I think certainly Dominic Calvert-Lewin as well warming up. It'll be interesting to see if we see Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I don't think we'll have to wait too much longer to see him, as that free kick is launched into the penalty area by Dominguez, but far too close to Jordan Pickford as he releases the ball now, and it's with Broja. Broja drops the ball back here to Branthwaite, to Mangala. Gay. Lidstrom. Ashley Young. Lidstrom again. You get the cross in, Lidstrom. Gets to the byline. The cross is not great, and it's just cleared away by Morata, but only as far as Ashley Young. Ashley Young swings the ball in. It goes over the head of Ndai and over the head of Aurel Mangala. Ndai keeps the ball in play, and Mangala has to chase back and win that, and he does very, very well. But Ndai wins the ball back now, and he plays the ball across to Doucouré, back to Lidstrom. Lidstrom tries to curl one, and it just goes behind. In the end, not a million miles away, but also not hugely close either. You can see here he had a bit of time, did Lidstrom, but could not hit the target. About 25 yards out, striking that shot. It's 58 minutes gone here. It's Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 1. Join us tomorrow for Manchester United and Newcastle United. I'll be bringing you that one. And also on New Year's Day, Brentford v Arsenal. I'll be bringing you that one as well. And here is a throw-in for Nottingham Forest. It's going to be taken by Nico Williams. Williams launches the ball forward, headed on by Idrissa Gueye and again by Branthwaite. Under the challenge there is Lidstrom, and the ball is played forward there, looking for Morgan Gibbs-White, but it's an aimless ball that just goes through to the goalkeeper. Cheltenham 2, Notts County 3, Exeter 2, Crawley 4. and Wrexham 1, Wigan 0. Shrewsbury 1, Northampton 1 as well, I've just been told. Headed on there, and we're going to see Everton coming forward now with James Tarkowski. Just gave the ball to Ashley Young. Great challenge there by Sosa, who has stepped in for Murillo today. He's done a decent job under the circumstances, stepping in at the very last minute. Ramon Sosa. Here's Young. Drops the ball back to Tarkowski. Long ball over the top. Tried to head the ball down there, and he finds Idrissa Gueye. Gueye sends the ball forward to Lidstrom. Lidstrom sends the ball to Gueye. Down the right-hand side. Can he get the cross in, Idrissa Gueye? Oh, no, that's a really fine challenge by Elliot Anderson that time. But his pass only finds Orel Mangala. And here's Lidstrom again. But nipping in and winning that ball back was Murata. Here's Elliot Anderson now to Sosa. Sosa drops the ball back there to Williams. Williams plays the ball long, and the header by Branthwaite just heads the ball down, and Abdoulaye Doucouré nips in there. And Forest have the ball back with Chris Wood, though. Wood manages to find Morgan Gibbs-White. Real chance! It's 2-0, and Forest celebrate the second goal. It is Morgan Gibbs-White at the double, and it is on the hour mark. 60 minutes gone. Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 2, and it's Morgan Gibbs-White with the goal. And that could very well settle this contest, because Everton really haven't created that much in this game, but they find themselves 2-0 down at home. And Nottingham Forest, their run continues with 5 straight victories if they were to hold on to this today. I mean, it's just incredible. It'll be 9 out of 12 games, so they've got Nottingham Forest into second place in the league, and the finish was a really good one. You can see Branthwaite's header is not the best. Doucouré gives the ball away. It's poor play by Doucouré. He plays the ball to Alanga, who Alanga gives it to Wood, and Wood's pass is quite brilliant. It's his first assist of the season. Gives the ball there to Morgan Gibbs-White. He turns the Doucouré inside out and strikes the ball past the goalkeeper, Jordan Pickford, and Nuno Espirito Santo can smell victory at Goodison Park as Morgan Gibbs-White celebrates in front of those Nottingham Forest supporters. Well, Everton now get the game back underway, and it's back with Jordan Pickford, who launches the ball downfield, flicked on there by Mikalenko, but put out of play by the number 16, Nicholas Dominguez. It's now picked up by Doucouré, whose error led to that Nottingham Forest second goal. It's back again with Pickford. Pickford delivers the ball to to Jared Branthwaite. Branthwaite to Orel Mangala. Mangala back to Branthwaite. And he drops the ball back to the goalkeeper once again. James Tarkowski. Going to go long over the top. Oh, it's a good ball. Finds Mikalenko. That's good play. And here's Orel Mangala again. Mangala, just a quick 1-2 there with Ndiaye. Mangala with the shot, but it's a comfortable save by Matt Sells. And he releases the ball to Nico Williams. Williams storming over the halfway line now for Forest. Oh, and it's a good challenge by Ashley Young, but the ball just breaks loose now to Sosa. Sosa with a shot. Oh, Pickford spills it. And here is Nico Williams. Back to Sosa. And, well, it's a save again by Jordan Pickford. But the initial shot spilled by Jordan Pickford, which gave Nico Williams a chance. Ramon Sosa's shot was spilled by the England international. And Nico Williams cuts in, gets a shot away. It was a good save by the goalkeeper on the follow-up. And once again from Sosa as well. It's a corner to Nottingham Forest. but they very nearly got the third goal. It's actually their first corner of the game. Approaching 64 minutes gone. It's Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 2. And the corner is going to be swung in. It's headed over the crossbar by Armando Broja. Well, it's Nottingham Forest having 1 or 2 chances in this second half. Chances have been few and far between, really, in the game as a whole. Forest have had a few, but Everton on the other hand really haven't created much. In all honesty, the cross comes in. It's a poor one, but it bounces off the former Nottingham Forest player Orel Mangala and goes behind. And Jordan Pickford's going to get the yellow card for kicking the ball away. But I don't know if he really did, actually. I think he just kicked it back to the corner taker, but he gets a yellow card. I think that is harsh, to say the very least. So the corner comes in. It's again, it's a poor one. It's headed out really as far as Nico Williams. And Nico Williams across there to Ola Aina. Aina swings the ball across there to Morgan Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White dancing away from 2 Everton players, drops the ball back to Elliot Anderson. Here's Anthony Elanga. Nico Williams again, just trying to get away from Doucouré. He does. Nico Williams, though, stumbles over the ball, and Doucouré wins the ball back. And Armando Broja now. Can Everton break out and create something? Oh, that's a super challenge by Anthony Elanga, chasing back and winning that ball. What a super challenge from Anthony Elanga, showing that he can do it defensively as well as offensively. Here's Elliot Anderson, just flicks the ball on. And here is the number 16 Doucouré now for Everton. Broja, well, gives the ball there to Lidstrom, who swings across in. It's headed out by Milenkovic, flicked on by Gibbs-White to Anthony Elanga, but he gives the ball away, and Tarkowski nips in and gives the ball to Ashley Young, who gives the ball to Mangala. Here's Gay. Over on the far side there is Mikalenko. Picked up by Ndai. Mangala. Lidstrom. Back to Tarkowski. Tarkowski gives the ball there to Branthwaite. And here is Abdoulaye Doucouré, but he is dispossessed by Morgan Gibbs-White, and it's a poor ball forward by Morata, and he's given the ball back to Everton. And here is Lidstrom. He gives the ball to Mangala. Good ball out onto the left side to Mikalenko. Swings the ball in, takes a deflection and bounces very kindly for Max Sells. Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 2. The goal in the second half by Morgan Gibbs-White. It's cleared downfield. Just going to update you on some other scores. It's full time at the King Power Stadium. Luton Town 0, Manchester City 2. I'll come back to them in a moment because Dominic Calvert-Lewin is coming on right now, and I'm just trying to see who is in fact coming off. Calvert-Lewin is coming on, and just trying to see who else is coming on here. Coming off for Everton, not making any great pace at the moment, is, I want to say that's Idrissa Gueye. He looks disappointed to be brought off. It is Idrissa Gueye coming off, and also Ashley Young. I'm just trying to see who the other Everton substitute is. We'll get that information for you. So Idrissa Gueye and Ashley Young are coming off, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Nathan Patterson are coming on. So your substitutes are Ashley Young and Idrissa Gueye, making way for Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Nathan Patterson. Forest also making a substitution at this time as well. Chris Wood is he heading off? It looks like Chris Wood may be heading off as well. We'll just see whether that is the case in a moment. Yes, he's coming off. Coming on is Willy Bolly, so it's actually a defensive substitution. So Willy Bolly is coming on for Chris Wood. There is additional substitution here. Ramon Sosa appears to be heading off as well. Not sure about Chris Wood as of yet. Yes, no, it's just Sosa that's going off. Coming on is Willie Bolly. So Chris Wood might have just had to go off because of a temporarily for treatment, but the ball goes off Broya and goes out of play. So Ramon Sosa is off and Willie Bolly is on. And that is the Nottingham Forest substitution. Chris Wood is in fact back on now, so he was just off as a temporary change. So 69 minutes gone here. The Forest fans in full voice at the moment. And the throw-in is going to be taken on the left-hand side as far as Nottingham Forest are concerned. And it's going to be taken by Ola Aina as the ball is thrown forward, but it's flicked on there by Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And Ola Aina challenging in there with Broya. Aina goes down. And it looks like he caught that challenge in a very awkward place, right at the base of the leg where the foot meets, by Willie Bolly. But it's going to be not by Willie Bolly rather, but see there the challenge. Oh, it just looks like he's caught him there. The game will continue though, and it's a free kick for Nottingham Forest. Launched forward that time. Bolly has picked up a yellow card, in fact, for some reason. I'm not sure why Willie Bolly would have picked up the yellow card. But here is Branthwaite. Branthwaite just plays the ball to Mikalenko. Back to Branthwaite. Across to James Tarkowski. Tarkowski, long ball over to Patterson, but just nipping in there is Nico Williams. Has he played it off Patterson? No, it's come off Williams last, and it's going to be a corner to Everton, as they are now going to press forward to see if they can get themselves back into this game. Not sure that did come off Nico Williams, to be honest, but the corner it will be, and it's going to be taken there by Jesper Lidström, the substitute. Looks like he might outswing this, but it's a poor corner and headed away by Nico Williams. Only as far as Patterson again. Gives the ball to Lidström one more time. Lidström, corner of the penalty area, swings across in, and it went just behind Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Ola Aina picks it up and heads it on to Morgan Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White just tries to flick the ball forward, but he's unable to keep the ball in play. And it's going to be a throw-in for Everton, and that's taken quickly. And Mike Harneman's in the comment section. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Sunday. Back home in the land of Blighty. Now back last night around 10 o'clock. Enjoying your commentary, Paul. Thanks very much. I appreciate that. Blackburn Rovers 0, Hull 1. Fulham 2, Southampton 1. Harry Wilson on the 72nd minute. Fulham continuing to play very well at the moment. Here's Patterson now for Everton. Swings across in. It's headed out there by Milenkovic. As far as Patterson again. Patterson drops the ball inside the centre circle to Branthwaite. To Mangala. Good ball to Mikalenko over on the far side. Back to Mangala. And it's Branthwaite. Plays the ball across to Tarkowski. Tarkowski lifts the ball forward, looking for Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but it goes over the head and through to the goalkeeper Matt Sells. Mike Harneman says, bet you'd love Chris Wood back at Burnley now in this goal-scoring form. I'll be honest with you, I actually never really liked Chris Wood, but he's scoring a lot of goals right now. I'm very happy that he's fitting in well where he's at right now. I got nothing personal against him. Russ says, top class commentary as usual, PJ. Thanks very much, Russ. Hope you all are enjoying this, and thank you so much for joining us today, taking time out of your day to listen to us today, bring you coverage from Goodison Park of Everton against Nottingham Forest. 2-0. We've had 73 minutes gone here as Everton trying to create chances, but Nottingham Forest, really, it's been a very solid defensive performance by them as well. And it's picked up here by James Tarkowski. Tarkowski just looking for options left and right, drops the ball down to Nathan Patterson. Patterson swings the ball in and a chance for Orel Mangala. He turned and got the shot away. And if I'm being honest, that's probably Everton's best chance of the whole game. That ball was swung into Orel Mangala and he just turned immediately. He had a little bit more time there than perhaps he realised. He turned around and got the shot on it. Very difficult manoeuvre to pull. But it skewed wide as Everton are making another substitution. Armando Broja is going off, and coming on is Beto in the hope to try to change things for Everton, and also a double substitution for Nottingham Forest. Jota Silva, I should say, is coming on along with Taiwo Awoniyi. So that'll be Morgan Gibbs-White and Chris Wood that'll make way for that. Indeed, that's correct. Morgan Gibbs-White and Chris Wood are going off. Chris Wood, of course, celebrating his 11th goal of the season. Quite a beautiful finish it was as well, I have to say. If you're not watching the game and you wherever you get your highlights from, check that out, because it was a very, very tidy finish. Morgan Gibbs-White scoring the second goal, also substituted. And just to remind you, Armando Broja has just gone off for Beto as Everton make their fourth substitution. As they're looking to get themselves back into this game, as right now it is not looking great right now. As just getting on his feet is James Tarkowski with 15 minutes to go. I'll have to put my thinking cap on and pick out a player of the match. I've got one or two names in mind, and the free kick is going to be taken by Jordan Pickford, and it's a disappointing free kick. It goes all the way through to his opposite number, Matt Sells, as Pickford, well, the Everton fans, there's a frustrated look on their faces, it has to be said. They're not very happy here, you can see that. They haven't really created much at all in this game. It's a long ball to Jesper Lidstrom, and it goes off Nico Williams and goes out of play. Here's Nathan Patterson from the resulting throw-in. Oh, good ball there to Orel Mangala, nipping in his Williams and wins that ball back well, clears the ball downfield. And other updates: Warsaw 1, Newport 0, Doncaster are reduced to 10 men, Peterborough also down a player, Grimsby 2, Port Vale 0 are your latest in the league so far. And here is Ndai. Ndai, is he fouled there by Orel Mangala? The referee said yes. Free kick is from a possibly decent position here. It's about 30 to 35 yards out. And, well, Ndai just loses his footing there, I think, more than a free kick. But the free kick has been given. It's been a good game today by Ola Aina, making it very difficult for Ndai down that right-hand side. Down that left-hand side. Matt Sells is organising the wall here. We're just trying to see who's standing over this. It looks like it's Patterson, but it's Lidstrom in fact. But Mikolenko is over it too. It's Lidstrom, takes a deflection off the wall and goes behind for a corner. Lidstrom going over to take it. There are two balls on the pitch right now. They're just removing one of them. And then Lidstrom is going to take the corner. It's going to be swung in as Everton loading up the 6-yard box. It's swung in. The heads go up, all poured away by Matt Sells. And he manages to find Elliot Anderson with that. And now Forest can break if they hurry. He just drops it back instead, does Anderson to Morata. And, that's a poor ball given away by Tarkowski to Jota Silva, and he gives it to Elliot Anderson. And here's Alanga, and now here's Jota Silva. Can he get the cross in? Oh, good piece of defending there by Jared Branthwaite, because right behind him was Taiwo Awoniyi. And now here's Ndai for Everton, trying to break forward. Is he tripped there by Nico Williams? He's claiming it, and finally the referee does give it, and that definitely was a foul. But Awonyi was waiting right behind Jared Branthwaite, as here is Mikolenko. Plays the ball there forward to Lidstrom. Lidstrom cutting into the middle of the park, drops the ball back there to Branthwaite. Branthwaite, here's Aurel Mangala. Patterson, corner of the penalty area to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. The ball played across the 6-yard box and cleared away. Well, nobody gambling there around the edge of the 6-yard box. That was a really good ball into the middle. And here's Aurel Mangala. That ball was played across by Patterson. Really good ball. And here's Lidstrom. Just slips for a moment but maintains possession. Aurel Mangala to Mikolenko. Mikolenko crosses into Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin heads it down there and a shot by Ndai. And it just goes wide. He's claiming a corner, but I don't think that was a corner. Goes behind. Wrexham 1, Wigan 1. Comment in the comment section. Mike Hardeman, question, Paul. Do you think that Everton are strong enough to stay in the league based on this performance you've seen today? If I was to base it on this performance today, I would say probably not. But at the same time, I think there's a lot worse. There's probably 3 or 4 worse teams in the league than Everton right now. And I think they'll stay up. I don't see them going down. When I look at Ipswich, and I look at Southampton, and I look at Leicester, maybe even Wolves, I think there are worse out there for sure. Here is Ndai, gets the ball to Mikolenko. Mikolenko crosses the ball in. Calvert-Lewin with the header, and it's right at Matt Sells. Exeter 3, Crawley 4 is the latest coming out of St James's Park down in Devon. The cross coming in there, really Dominic Calvert-Lewin getting the header but not really directing it either side of the goalkeeper, and it's cleared downfield. Awonyi holds the ball up well, just lets it run off him to the number 20, Diogo Jota Silva, in fact. Why do I keep nearly calling him Diogo Jota? Okay, the last 2 substitutes for Nottingham Forest, James Ward-Prowse and Harry Toffolo, are coming on, and we're just trying to see. Elliot Anderson is one of them that is going off. James Ward-Prowse and Harry Toffolo are on. Nico Williams is the other one coming off too. So Nico Williams and Elliot Anderson are making way for the final 2 substitutions for Nottingham Forest, and James Ward-Prowse and Harry Toffolo are coming on. Well, Nottingham Forest just looking to close out the job here today. It's been a good performance by the Reds, and I know there's a lot of talk on whether or not Forest can hold out and finish in the top 4 at the end of the season. But, you have to say, based on this defensive display, that there's every chance they will. The ball is swung in by Patterson this time, cleared out of play by Murata. It's going to be a throw-in, and it's almost level with the Nottingham Forest 6-yard box. It's now with James Tarkowski. Got to be a real concern for Sean Dyche, though, even if they don't strengthen in January. Yeah, I mean, any time you're 3 points away from the relegation zone, you're always looking over your shoulder. But I just wonder. I get the feeling there's worse out there right now. Here is the number 29 there, Lidstrom, and the ball is played out there by Mangala to Patterson. Patterson to Lidstrom again. Lidstrom swings across in, and there's a glancing header by Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but it's just wide. And Peterborough 1, Barnsley 3. Just looking at this by Lidstrom again, swung across in. It's a good header by Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's just not able to divert it towards the goal. And I think I am just going to give my player of the match to Nicholas, my producer today. And I will announce it officially in due course, the next 5 or 6 minutes, as Taiwo Awonyi is fouled, and it's going to be a free kick. Mike thinks Forest will be top 7, not sure on top 4. But to finish in Europe would be an excellent season. Well, it certainly would, because Marinakis certainly was looking at finishing in a European place within 5 seasons of being promoted. So that will put them way ahead of his initial goal, so to speak. But we'll see what happens over this time, as the free kick is taken quickly to Harry Toffolo. Toffolo to Alanga. Alanga just had the ball taken off him by Nathan Patterson. Patterson over by his own corner flag, clears the ball forward to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Oh, Dominic Calvert-Lewin is giving it away to Taiwo Awoniyi, but it's a free kick. And, well, I have to say that is a very, very fortunate decision as far as Everton were concerned, because I really didn't see anything wrong with that challenge. And it's a free kick, in fact, but Taiwo Awoniyi looking to get himself back on the scoring sheets. Patterson plays the ball there to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Across to Oil Mangala. Ndai leaves it on the far side for Mikalenko. Mikalenko cuts inside. Can he get ahead of Ola Aina? No, he can't. Ola Aina manages to clear the ball downfield. Headed down that time by Branthwaite. Taiwo Awoniyi trying to win the ball back. But now on the right-hand side is Jota Silva. Jota Silva, oh, good challenge by Branthwaite. Fine challenge there. And now now Everton can break forward. If they can get just one back, they might get themselves back into this game. Here is Everton coming forward now with Ndai. Ndai gives the ball to Mikalenko. Mikalenko cross towards the back post. Oh, just trying to get a hold of that is Lidstrom, but that's really, really good play by Harry Toffolo. And he plays the ball forward, looking there for Anthony Alanga, who's switched from the right to the left side now. Well, he's cleared forward to and the cross coming in on the far side there. The ball was given by Doucouré to Lidstrom, but it goes behind. The cross was a poor one in the end. Tottenham 2, Wolves 2. Jorgen Strand Larsen gets the goal on 87 minutes. Swansea 2, Luton 1. Also there from the Championship. I'll bring you a full classified check at the end of this game of all of the final scores from this Football League calendar on the 29th, as Everton fans are now leaving in numbers. Grimsby 3, Port Vale 0. It's been another disappointing day at the office for Everton's fans and Sean Dyche. Looking very, very frustrated, but it's a goal kick now, which Matt Sells will take. Launches the ball downfield. Flicked on there by Jota Silva, looking for Taiwo Awoniyi, but it just goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in taken by Mikalenko. Mikalenko drops the ball back there to Branthwaite, who goes back to Jordan Pickford. Here's James Tarkowski. We've got 3 minutes left. James Tarkowski, long ball forward, looking for Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who flicks the ball on. And that's just headed away, but not properly by Morata. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin gets the ball back off Patterson. But there's a foul allegedly there on Calvert-Lewin. Might well have been, but, well, it wasn't given in the end. James Tarkowski launches the ball in. Oh, it's just going to be tried to be laid off by Ndai, but his control is poor. And Jota Silva is able to nip in and win that ball back. Fulham 2, Bournemouth 2. Dango Ouattara. Stevenage Borough 3, Bristol Rovers 0. As that shot comes in, and Matt Sells maybe saw that late, but he flew to his right-hand side to make that save. The corner is taken quickly. The cross coming in there by Ndai is blocked. It's now to Mikalenko, but coming across and making the challenge there is Dominguez. Harry Toffolo over there trying to deal with that too. Played forward to Taiwo Awoniyi. Awoniyi's got Anthony Alanga with him. Alanga now away. It's 2-on-2 if Forest can hurry, but Alanga's pass is a poor one, and it only finds Branthwaite. Jamie Reid, according to Mike, is the scorer for Stevenage Borough. And here is Ola Aina. Plays the ball forward there, looking for Elanga, but nipping in and winning that challenge is Ndai. The next stoppage of play, I'll be giving you the man of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services. Here's Decore. Decore plays the ball forward there to Lidstrom, lays it off to Patterson. Wrexham 2, Wigan 1. And it's back there with Tarkowski. Tarkowski across there to Orel Mangala. Holds the ball up in the centre circle is Jared Bramthwaite, and now just moving forward is Bramthwaite now. Is he being held by Dominguez? The referee said no. Jared Bramthwaite goes down under the challenge of Orel Mangala, and it's a free kick. Coventry 0, Millwall 0. It's a full-time score. And it's going to be a free kick to Everton. As we take a look, and that was from Beto's header that forced that save from Matt Sells. It's the only real thing he's had to do all day, really, of any real note. The corner, the free kick is going to be taken. It's about 2 or 3 yards in from the touchline, level with the penalty area. Left-hand side. Seeing who it is swinging it in. I think it's Mikolenko. Headed out that time by Dominguez. And Nottingham Forest have won the ball. And it's Anthony Elanga. He's in here. Can Elanga score? Oh, a super save. Awonyi. Another super save by Jordan Pickford. Oh, that's a double save by the England international. First by Elanga and then by Taiwo Awoniyi. And it all started from really a poor free kick that was headed out, and Forest will bang on the break. Jota Silva gave the ball to Elanga. Elanga one-on-one with Pickford. Good save. And then Taiwo Awoniyi forced a second good save from the goalkeeper. And, well, that's some good goalkeeping there, denying Taiwo Awoniyi. And it's going to be a corner here. And I will get to the man of the match. I've not forgotten, I promise. Exeter 4, Crawley 4 down in Devonshire. That's just finished. And Taiwo Awoniyi backheels it, but the ball is out of play for a Nottingham Forest throw. So today's player of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services, goes to Nottingham Forest Morgan Gibbs-White. His performance in midfield has been outstanding. He's been the engine room of that midfield, creating chances for Nottingham Forest and opening up that Everton defence with his play. A goal as well for Morgan Gibbs-White as well. So today's man of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services, goes to Nottingham Forest number 10, Morgan Gibbs-White. The ball is played long and headed down there, but this will be cleared away by Harry Toffolo. We're inside 5 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this game. And it's picked up here by Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And here's Orel Mangala. Mangala gives the ball there to the number 16, Abdullah Decore. Decore down the right-hand side to Patterson. Patterson plays the ball forward there, and it's Lidstrom again. Lidstrom goes down in the penalty area. Nothing given, says the referee. Forest can break out in numbers now. It's 5-on-4 if they hurry. And here is Anthony Elanga now. Anthony Elanga cuts inside. He goes down under the challenge. Nothing given, says the referee. And now Beto is coming forward for Everton. He goes down under the challenge there I'm just trying to see who that is. I can't quite see that when he's on the floor. But we'll see here. Yes, Dominguez, in fact. As he goes down. So we have 2 minutes of stoppage time remaining in this. Looks like the game's up for Everton, but Pickford is going to play the ball long into the penalty area. It just bounces off James Tarkowski and is cleared away by Harry Toffolo into touch. And the throw-in is taken by Nathan Patterson. Patterson launches the ball forward. And, it's just brought down really well by Ndai. Ndai lifts the ball into the penalty area, but it's straight through to Matt Sells. And it is still 2-0 to Nottingham Forest, as he will take all the time in the world here as the Gladys Street end is starting to empty out, as another disappointing home performance by Everton, which basically in the league at the moment, they only have now 2 wins in the last 13 home games. If it stays the same, it has not been a happy final season at Goodison Park. And that's cleared away there by Toffolo up in the air, looking for Anthony Elanga. He just chests it down. It's knocked on by Dominguez to Awoniyi. And there is, oh, that's a body check on Jota Silva. The referee didn't see it. And it goes all the way through to Jared Branthwaite. Media, radio, jingles and gaming as well. As this match comes to a close, I've enjoyed your fantastic, excellent commentary, Paul, as usual. Thank you, I appreciate that. And thank you so much for joining us and commenting today. We really appreciate that as well. And the ball is launched towards the penalty area there by Abdoulaye Doucouré, and he's offside. Looks like it's Mangala there in an offside position, and the free kick is going to be taken on the edge of the penalty area. It is Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 2. We've played the 5 minutes now. We're in the stoppage time that is played in stoppage time. In other words, the time that the referee is allowing for discretionaries. And the ball is dropped by Matt Sells as this ground is quickly emptying out here. Matt Sells launches the ball downfield, and that's it. It's full time. The game is over, and Nottingham Forest continue this impressive performance. There's this impressive run that they've got right now. That's 5 straight wins with only 3 goals conceded and 10 goals scored. This is an impressive run by Nottingham Forest. In total, the Reds basically have 9 wins in 12 games, and they have had a fantastic Christmas, and they will be very, very happy with this result. Well, the goal scorers was Chris Wood on 16 minutes and Morgan Gibbs-White on 61 minutes. It's back to the drawing board for Everton, and Sean Dyche will now go do a full classified check on all the scores from the Premier League and Football League today. Starting with the Premier League, it is Leicester City 0, Manchester City 2, Crystal Palace 2, Southampton 1, Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 2, of course, Fulham 2, Bournemouth 2. Now this is a later score. They're in the 11th minute of injury time. Tottenham 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2. West Ham and Liverpool is a late kickoff. Moving to the Championship, and Norwich 1, Queen's Park Rangers 1, Preston North End 3, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Sheffield United 1, West Bromwich Albion 1, Blackburn Rovers 0, Hull City 1, Bristol City 3, Portsmouth 0, Coventry City 0, Millwall 0, Oxford United 2, Plymouth Argyle 0, Stoke City 1, Sunderland 0, Swansea 2, Luton Town 1, Watford 1, Cardiff 2. Derby versus Leeds is an evening kickoff, along with Middlesbrough and Burnley also an evening kickoff. In League 1, Charlton Athletic 2, Wycombe Wanderers 1. Rotherham United 1, Stockport County 0. Still playing at St Andrews, Birmingham 0, Blackpool 0. Bolton Wanderers 3, Lincoln City 0. Exeter City 4, Crawley 4. Huddersfield 1, Burton 1 are still playing. Leyton Orient 2, Cambridge United 0. Peterborough United 1, Barnsley 3. Reading 2, Mansfield Town 1. Shrewsbury 1, Northampton Town 1. Stevenage Borough 3, Bristol Rovers 0. Wrexham 2, Wigan 1. Moving on to League 2 now finally. Bromley 1, Swindon Town 1, Carlisle United 2, Accrington Stanley 1, Bradford City 2, Chesterfield 1, Cheltenham 3, Notts County 5, Colchester United 1, Doncaster Rovers 1, Fleetwood Town 1, Harrogate Town 1, Grimsby 3, Port Vale 0, MK Dons 1, Crewe Alexander 1, Salford 1, Morecambe 0, Tranmere Rovers 1, Barrow 1, Walsall 2, Newport County 0. And that's your full classified check from England there for the Premier League and the Football League. Just to let you know, we do have a game tomorrow. It's Manchester United and Newcastle United. Joining us for that one at Old Trafford as Manchester United attempting to repair their bad form. Newcastle looking to continue on their great form. Join us for that one for an 8 p.m. UK time kickoff. But for now, it's a merry old Christmas for Nottingham Forest. For Everton, it's back to the drawing board. Bye for now.